of gas. Oh no. You say, ding 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 ding, baby God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't whatever. When I'm on, I'm gonna put on the against the truth. I gotta say, you don't know what I'm gonna do. There's a lot of somebody who made a mistake. I got to pass it. I need to get. Abana what you see, not to you, not to me. Telling me that you just to be, telling me that you want to be. Just promise me that you never be. When I'm more, I'm gonna fuck around and get you. I gotta say, you want to watch a corner, because it's a new somebody, I'm gonna put you on my back to myself. I'm gonna fuck around and get you. I gotta say, you want to watch a corner, because it's a new somebody, I'm gonna put you on my back to myself. I gotta say, it's a city. Negara kuno za kunguru ne wano muda sagala genda yo kutwalo to make my life easy. To find another lot to pop on. When I'm up, just touch the day. You make it up, no see comida. In a messy to another way to the Uria. Hey, to what you go, you pay for Luca. To my ears again, I got to leave with me. Baby girl, give me by my side, you was stuck with me. Girl, it's what I feel inside when you're by my side, girl. When you touch me, when you touch me, the way you love me. Somebody call me, like Pulling in the money, don't was all your vote and put it up on that, baby. Let me tell you the truth, it's the way the voice is in high definition. Take a picture of you, 3 big glasses, make you an impression. Baby girl, you will rock with me. Keep me by my side, you will stuck with me, girl. It's what I feel inside when you're by my side, girl. When you touch me, when you touch me, the way you love me, that's the way you get it up. Let it go fire, ashes, 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 random. Say better, oh me put fire, Baby girl, you were rock with me. Keep me by my side, you were stuck with me. Girl, if I'm feeling like by my side, girl. Good morning, my people. How are you today? I hope you're doing well wherever you are watching this broadcast from. Today is a Wednesday, Lifestyle Wednesday, the 4th June. Welcome back from Namugongo or Munyonyo or wherever you went to pilgrim. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Mweba Nyokera. Keith Muyombia Mazaz, David Klaje VIP, Kambesi VIP, Brigitte Kakai, Lawrence Omule, Louis Seru, Victor Taula, Stephen, Paul Sema, Mweba Nyokera, guys. Today I want to talk about some of the specs that you guys cling on to. Ooh, that looks nice. Some of the specs that you guys cling to, Nenga, they are not really important. And because some of these things, they stop us from buying cars, even when we could have bought them. Now, because you are you have this idea that if that thing doesn't, if that thing is not part of a car, then you feel like you're not going to get a certain driving experience, or then your car will not be worth that much. So sometimes I've seen this stop us. Yesterday, we had a failed inspection. Yeah, we did inspect, but we did not conclude. And because we did go around for like 2 hours, I offered to give the guy another 3 to 4 hours today. And I'll give them to him as soon as I'm done running. I have to run today. So as soon as I'm done, I'm running. I'm probably going to give him 2 to 3 hours. It won't get to 4 hours because what we saw yesterday might not be different from what we see today. Now, it prompted me to talk about the things that stop us from getting the cars we want, even when we know we could have gotten those cars. Gabantu Bernard, good morning. Micho Selector Nathan 256, 30th August, Love for Cars Convention. Hey, Love for Cars Convention. So, I want us to talk about and sometimes we think it's really important because we have read a lot about it, and the internet is telling us that some of these things are too important to us. We should not ignore them. Arthur, Nava Border, are they invited to the convention? Nathan, convention, they can afford the tickets. And as long as they buy the ticket when the tickets are still there. Remember, I said we are only hosting 200 people maximum. So as long as the tickets are there, go in a sentence, so you can buy. Right? Anyway, what specs do we normally cling on to? They are not that important, and sometimes they make us fail to get a car. It's one thing I realize, if this place is not moving, Gaba Road is definitely not moving. Okujako, there is a route. I don't have a Google Map phone. I have one phone with me. Who is my other phone? Someone has my other phone. Who is my other phone? You know, I have the S22 Ultra that I had, and sometimes we use it for shooting, but one of my people has it. So anyway, some of the specs that you guys come to buy cars and you're clinging to them. One of them is the year of manufacture. Not as important as the internet would have you believe. Why? Because some cars, they change as little detail as a light design, and then that becomes a new model. Nenga, the engine is the same, the gearbox is the same, the chassis is the same, the body is the same. Nenga, but you see the light, the shape of the light, the shape of the fender, the shape of the bonnet, the shape of the bumper, the shape of the grille. And just like that, no funa new model. Sometimes they just change the detail in the lighting. Like those cars don't change that much over the years as they created them. But you samu katono, and the price changes because of the year of manufacture. Omanyi Amos Wekesa mumulabi mukinandi cruiser che. That's Amos Wekesa mutabani we ya muvuga. So some cars they just change the shape of the indicator. Katola ne RAV4, the old model RAV4 and the new model RAV4. The changes are not that. The comfort is the same. The fuel consumption is the same. And the price, because you are a, as long as there is something that the manufacturer says it changed, URA will increase the tax. And when URA increases the tax, the price of that car increases. An example that we have seen is the example of, let's say, what car were we seeing? It's the Toyota Prius. The Toyota Prius 2009 and 2010 are the same, but the prices are different because the manufacturer is different. I think the Toyota Wish 2008, 9 and 2010 are the same, but the price of the 2010 Toyota Wish is different from the price of the 2009 Toyota because the year of manufacture is different. So URA automatically increases the tax. So someone comes to buy a car, and they are clinging to the year of manufacture. Njagala 2012, anymore butala, and I mean 2010. You know the 2010 Toyota Wish has a namo butala one woli nya on side step C, a namo butala tala wali edi munda, netala lichuka mukatono. But the driving experience is the same. And the things that change are things you don't look at to make you happy when you're driving. But the price will increase by like 5 to 7 million. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. And if you cling to the year of manufacture, you're going to make a loss. Bagenda kusere moroka, and where you'll go home satisfied, but but the thing you're clinging to is not really that important. You're going to keep consuming the same amount of fuel. When you drive that car for like 6 months, you'll be selling the same price as the person that bought your 2009, 7 million less. So yeah, manufacture is not really that important, guys. It's not. I have struggled to convince you guys that the year of manufacture is not important. Sometimes, nemule meddeko. Okujjako ngemoroke ina factory error. Like the 2012 Subaru Impreza has a factory error. Okujjako nga there's a factory error with the year you're avoiding. Buying that year or the year before or after it might not really be that important. So, but I just thought I could share these things with you. And of course, Paul Sema has said the mileage is not important. In Uganda, the mileage is not important. Now, someone is going to say, but if the mileage is low, then that means the car is newer. Yes, but majority of the time, the cars in Uganda don't die because they have a higher mileage. Majority of the times, the cars in Uganda die because of poor maintenance, poor driving conditions, poor products put in your engine. I'll give you an example. Toyota Fielder guys have been complaining about their gearboxes dying. The gearboxes of the Toyota Fielder do not die because the Fielder had a high mileage. The gearboxes of the Toyota Fielders die because you try to service the gearbox. It's as simple as that. You leave the gearbox alone. Tijja kufa. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Tegenda kufa, but you guys don't want to listen. Ogula Fielder, you know, ulanga gojagala okusinga abakusookawo. Noka ngene nchusa hydraulic gearbox ejja kunfa ko nojitta. And you know the thing that happens with mechanics, a mechanic will make money either way. He will make money in trying to fix something you're not supposed to fix. Then you'll also make money when you're fixing something because you broke it trying to fix it. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. And mechanics have never really been our friends. You get, they have never. And sometimes I've seen people that have had issues with their cars, and they thought they were the first to have issues with their cars. Fenda tufuna issues with nemoroka zaffe. Olumu nga bamakanika yakozinze issues ezo, but tetwekyawa bwechayi. you find someone else to work on that issue, next solving. But sometimes the mechanic abatafunanga experience nayo issue, na you know nabono. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. Davis Mwezi, good morning. To do inspection, do I have first have a car in mind and location? No, have a car in mind. And then you pay consultation fee, and then you consult me, and then I consult you, and then we come up with we figure out if what you're trying to do is actually viable. Now, when it's viable, then we, of course, talk to brokers, guys. Don't limit yourself to other. Talk to brokers or Abe Moroka Ezilio. Chirunji, John Mary, good morning. Thank you, guys. Like the broadcast. Hey, Kate, you don't know Amos Wekesa. Amos Wekesa is like the most popular tourism person in Uganda. Yeah, Amos Wekesa is big up there in tourism. Yeah, he's a very big promoter of Uganda. Amidst all the challenges that we have as a country, he's a positive person. He has tried not to be negative. So you can just Google him. It's Amos Wekesa is big. They have Gachiran Cruiser UAS. Yeah. So anyway, Arthur, waliwo ina pajero bitamanga maso go UAK manual diesel 8.6. Chimotoka ekyo kirabika bulungi. Kigule. Ate Pajeros, you see Mitsubishi makes very comfortable cars, eh? Mitsubishi makes very comfortable cars. Buy it. That thing looks nice. Mama Ban has told me she likes it. It's just that me, I'm careful. Don't just buy. Jim, good morning. Moher as a promise, good morning. Isaac Ridika, good morning. Chigule chimotoka ne mama. Leka tugore dovuga Nissan hardboard. Mitsubishi tayina kigenda kukolako. Ogisobola. Nze lwakuba neewala nnyo emmoloka nga makanika agikola kaali ali omu oba babiri e Kampala. Njagala nnyo emmoloka nga buli wenjira bagitereeza neekola kyenjagala. Aha. Katugwensi Edson, good morning. Nissan X-Trail, you try, you will tell us. Yeah, Nissan X-Trail, you try. There are people that have had luck with them, but they are few. There are very few people that have had good luck with the Nissan X-Trails. But you can buy it. It gives you peace. Travel Live Vlog, good morning. So guys, we're talking about some of the things that we cling to that are not really important, and there are quite many. Even to get to a moroka. Nenga tebiri chi, but tebiri important. And there are many. To get the kuya of manufacture, we have talked about the mileage. The other thing that you guys think is important, nenga it's not actually important. It's the engine size. Engine size might actually not be that important. I'll give you an example. Kuchimeza on Friday, I'm hosting someone that will also be at the convention. Akola tuning motoka. If your car is a valvematic nefa, you can take it off. If your car uses AdBlue and AdBlue is giving you trouble, your system na yajijako. So I'm getting someone that can program. And in programming, about programming an ECU, you can make your car faster, but it will consume fuel. There's so many things that they can do. Yeah. And when you say I want a car that has a big engine because it's in your power, you can get a small car and tune it and make it more powerful. Don't know if you get what I'm saying. So engine size at the end of the day might not really matter. And sometimes you guys focus on wanting so much power. So engine size might actually not be as important as we want to believe. Car spoilers also. Spoilers, but most cars come with spoilers. That Noah has a spoiler. My car has a spoiler. The Pajero in front of me has a spoiler. That Spacio has a spoiler. Most of the cars that come today have spoilers, yeah? That Noah, that old model Noah that is indicating entering the road has a spoiler. Most cars have spoilers these days. So yes, spoilers are not important, but they come with the other Primo X 2010. Yes, just buy. After which engine type oil exactly put in my engine, which 2007? I will not advise you to change the engine oil that is going to that car now. stick to the engine oil you already put in that car. Okujako nga you're changing from a light oil to a heavier one. But other than that, oil abadde agenda mu engine eyo gwoboleka mutota wana kukyusa ojja kwonona engine yo. Okitegeera we terera. So guys, let me just buy something here. Hey, I'm going to tell you something that is surprisingly interesting. They say we don't pay attention to certain things. Be very important, but I'm going to tell you. Let me just give me a minute. Let me come. It's got you in my life, you know. She learned a lot from me. So I do this simple thing for her. Now she give me one, everything she do give me one, you know. She's a child for that. Okay, man. Yeah, we're gonna understand. Okay, man. I woke up feeling good. I don't know why, but I'm feeling good. Like I want the whole good. I'm not gonna put on the t-shirt today. Feel like it's guitar today. I make her smile, I make her laugh. I make her dance, I make her wine. Feel like getting down to me, God. Feel like touching out, dance to me, God. I'll make you want to make you want. I'll make you smile, I'll make you feel like after that, I'll take you to my place where we will play. I'll be home to play. Yeah, feeling good. Jump. Feeling good. Feeling good. Jump. Feeling good. You and me, we rule the world. Gonna make them jump. Gonna make them dance. Come on, jump. So guys, I'm back. Guys, I've had a very strange experience the past couple of weeks. Do you guys remember how I don't know, did I talk about having headaches? For the first couple of weeks, and I thought it was because of my sleep pattern, how I was struggling with getting sleep, and I kept going to doctors until one time I went to this doctor and he mentioned that he once had a niece or a nephew, a kid that was related to him, a girl in her teenage years, and he mentioned that girl will be in this, for us that have glasses. The glasses, when you haven't checked your glasses in some time, for some time, your glasses can affect you. They can affect they can affect your system. And he mentioned to me how that kid, the relative of theirs, was almost taken to Butabika. You get it? The issue was glasses. So for some time I ignored it and I said, I don't think that can happen to me. You know how you be there and go, things cannot happen to you. But we're there at office and we're talking about it. And then someone said, but it might actually be true. And because glasses are expensive, I thought to myself, no, I was ignoring it until I said, you know what, let me just go and check my eyes out and see if my glasses are still the prescription. Okay. So I think, was it 2 days ago, I go to the opticians, and the guy checked my eyes, and he said the prescription changed. So they checked in one machine that zooms things, and then they checked how I read things, and then the guy saying the prescription changed, and I have to change my lenses. So I had my old frames are still okay, but I just decided to buy another set of frames because every time they have to change your glasses, you have to, if you still want to use the same frames, you have to leave them at the opticians, and then later on come for them, and I don't want that. So I just bought a pair of lenses, put the lens, a pair of frames, put the new lens, the new prescription, and then I left my old lenses there. Later, and the headaches have disappeared. The headaches have disappeared. So, and when I was at the opticians, then he asked me, do you sometimes get tears in your eyes? And yes, it was happening to me. And all of a sudden, no, tears are coming out of your eyes. So I just realized that, okay, so now the headaches are gone. And I think it's a good thing I don't use painkillers, because I kept thinking maybe because I wake up very early, I sleep very late, but then I thought it doesn't sound normal. It doesn't seem normal. I know people that sleep for less hours, they be there and they are dozing, but they never get headaches. So why do I get headaches? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So apparently my headaches were coming from my glasses. The lenses were no longer working for me, and I think my eyes were working extra hard. So I'm still studying it. I hope the headaches don't come back again. So I'm using the new prescription, and it seems like my headache went. Like I would get pangs on my head. And so that's what I was going through until when I changed my glasses, I've not had a headache in a couple of hours. So that's just, because I did not know it, I figured so many people might actually not know it. And bobato manyi chintu bayinza nokukuteka ku chupa ne bagamba bichi they are trying to treat a headache nenga headache eva ku maso. And I also realized that abantu banje amaso malwadde naye olwokuba tebalina bye bakozesa maaso nnyo. Amasa ayinza obutamanya nti malwadde. Me, when the time I knew I needed glasses, I was directing a play. We were at Sharing Hall, and I was in the auditorium, and on stage I had to see the things on stage, and I could not see there. So I said, okay, I think I need to go get glasses. Anyway, 86 days to the convention. Thank you, Basic Chris. Assalamu alaikum, Laimo. Chris Fitness, good morning. Basic Chris, good morning. Were Martin, good morning. Lawrence Omole, good morning. Akiram, good morning. Henry Modern Juice, good morning. George Senkubugi, good morning. Yusuf Minaj, good morning. MD, good morning. Arthur, engine size is important based on the distance you travel and speed you drive at. Apparently, I disagree. I disagree, Isaac, on engine size and distances. Do you realize that now manufacturers are making lighter engines with turbo? They are making 1.5 liter engines and giving them turbo chargers. Do you realize that? So the engine size doesn't really matter. What matters is how the engine has been tuned for performance. The thing that disturbs us mostly in Uganda is that we don't like to maintain. And normally the bigger the engine, the less tasking it is to maintain it. And that's how people kept buying the big engines in the past, because a engine maintaining because it's big, it can handle operation more than a smaller engine. But the engine size doesn't actually matter sometimes. I've given an example of the project car that I bought, and the Corolla, which is a 1.5 liter and manual. And my project car had a faulty engine. The Corolla has a very healthy engine. And I can tell you, he could not beat me. Automatic. So sometimes what matters is how the engine is tuned. Yeah, but of course, to some people, the engine size seems like it's one of the most important things. But Henry Ndaula, good morning. Mr. Komita UGVIP, good morning. Chirunji John Mary, good morning. You were in the same boat of which one? Of mileage and year of manufacture. Isaac, Athens, I woke one morning and I was good without glasses for a year. I'm now chilling normally. Yeah, but Isaac, one thing I figured that some people, you may not need glasses based on what you do. Personally, I sit in front of my computer majority of the time, a lot of time. And when I'm not sitting in front of my computer, I am on stage directing or driving. Like those are literally the things I do. And I think I had this in 2010. I got glasses when I was at campus. I had just joined campus. I got glasses and then they fell. And when they fell, I never got glasses again until 2020. Was it 22? When I realized I needed glasses. But you see, in 2021, in 2010, I had glasses. When they fell, I just said, I'm not going back to getting glasses because I did not like how to have glasses. People looked at you like, oh, you know, guess. So, and it depends also on the condition you have. Because Isaac, some people are myopic. Me, I'm myopic. And myopic people, from what I understand, that's my problem. Maybe so it means if I wasn't on directing a play and I could not see on stage when I'm far away, glasses. Like you can drive for 50 years, you're myopic, glasses. You can work on your computer for 50 years, you're myopic, glasses. But when it gets to a point where you need to do the kind of work that I do, right? Where sometimes you need to go to the audience and actually see what the audience is going to see, and you cannot sit up there. You need someone to see. That's the condition where I was. So I needed the glasses. The other alternatives, I don't trust them. I've heard of eye LASIK. They call it LASIK, the LASIK eye treatment, where they do surgery on your eyes and they correct your eye imperfections and stuff like that. So today could be what is the importance of a turbocharger? Ricky, the turbocharger boosts performance. It boosts performance of your engine by giving your engine extra air. Right? It gives your engine extra air. It's same thing with the supercharger. It gives your engine extra air. And when the engine has extra air, it obviously consumes a little more fuel, but then it gets that boost. With severe headaches. I get it, John Mary. And you know, before you get into something, I don't know how experiencing a change. Or what you has a story. Like the doctor that told me about the glasses being able to like almost give you psychotic breakdown. That was a long time ago. Didn't know, and I ignored it because just so again, not spending less than 400,000. I mean, frame of ice. The lenses themselves are bay, but anyway, is reversing the mileage a safe thing, especially if one wants to resell to make a profit? Reversing the mileage is illegal. It's illegal, but people do it either way. We don't have the Ugandan government does not enforce laws, so you can do it. It's safe. It doesn't affect your car in any way. It doesn't. But Ugandans already know you people reset your mileage for already to Chimani. And that's why I'm saying that the mileage doesn't really matter. It should not matter to you. Then your Kenny Albino, good morning. Can a car be modified to have a turbocharger to remove it? Yes. But most Land Cruisers have turbochargers. But yes, a car, even your one NZ, you can modify nokwata karawumuko nokatekako tabo charger. Okitegeera, any car, but it just has to be done safely. It has to be done safely by someone that is labajamu. Naye ono katumubeeremu kuba neeri ku industry area naye nkimanyi wafo. Ono katumugumira olwaliro bwe bata nga tudda mu makkati baddamu ne bata nga tuyitaawo kangume. Ero siina gyendaga. Today I'm not going anywhere. Nsigadde wano leero mu kajja. I have to run today. What time is it? 8:14. Okay. Guys, put more moving parts equals more problems. Is it true? Yes. The more parts your car has, the more problems. That's why mechanics don't like cars that have a lot of electric sensors, because any sensor that is added on your car, the moment it gets a fault, your car will misbehave. So the more parts your car has, the more problems your car will give you. Anyway, let's talk about the things that you guys think are important. We all know they are not really that important. Because you think they are important, sometimes you may end up not even buying the car you want. Fuel economy. Hey, fuel economy. Now, fuel economy is definitely important. Yeah, it's very important. But fuel economy might not be as important as you think. I'll give you an example. When you read about the Toyota Prius online, they will tell you that the Toyota Prius will give you up to 23, 25, 27 kilometers per liter. Locally, it gives you about 17. Locally, it gives you about 17. Most people get 17. That's why I'm skeptical about the Prius. Njagala, I'm skeptical because everyone tells me it gives them 17. I believe the last Prius I drove gave me about 40 something kilometers per liter. I don't know if it's a driving habit of those people or by their Priuses are just bad. The last Prius they brought me, it was a UBQ. 21 million, I think. Na yenga and what nga yetagame million nga musanvu. Ate, majority of the time I will tell you, I inspect cars. Majority of the time, the problems you see, million musanvu, so there is always that margin of error. And that's why I did not buy the Prius, even when I could have afforded to buy it. So nemodondola na agenda. Prius say what agenda okujitomera kuba baba subuzi bagisubu. And you know sometimes abantu ne moroka mutusobira. Atha atali musubuzi wakama emoroka njigula $1,18,000. Artist ogano jiguza atha $18,000 ojiguza omusubuzi $15,000. So that's the thing that happens. Artist jiguza abasobuzi $15,000 nga sijiguzizo your final buy $1,18,000. So just like that, the person went and sold it to traders at a lower price because abajiguzemba money. And now they are selling it expensively. Naenze biziwe bijiri mumbi manyi kuba najikebera. Iri kuyibichu, so ideally it's a new car, but that's mabademu bikola bingi. So fuel economy might not actually matter. How some of you guys get your fuel economy is on Google. You go and Google Toyota Ractis fuel efficiency kilometers per liter, and they'll tell you the Toyota Ractis should give you up to 18 kilometers per liter. It doesn't. It doesn't. Some of the things that influence fuel economy have nothing to do with the engine or the car or the gearbox itself. They have to do, first of all, with maintenance. But touch air cleaner ya moroka often, you're going to have trouble. Two, the road conditions. Nti omuntu ababwe babagezese moroka eno bagigezesa in favorable conditions when they are testing the fuel economy. Wogenda vuga e Kampala kato parkinze mu jam sizikiza, and someone will expect their car to consume ngeri gye bagezesa under normal circumstances. Two, tuyina obusozi e Kampala obutategerekeka. Naye baali bagigezesa akasozi. You guys that know Jomai wali eri ku Old Kampala, akasozi ka Jomai yako tebakabala nti onogenda n'okavuga ate olumu n'osangawo jam. You get what I'm saying? Enfuufu emoroka eno, when they were testing this car, tebaabala nti olibera mu nfuufu y'e Kampala because be Japan tebalina nfuufu. bwe baali babala tebabala nti olinywa ku mafuta amabi nti oba plaga zo ziri kaddiwa bwe baali bagigesa bagiteeka in top condition, new engine, new plugs, new gearbox, the recommended tire size. Kanize yange empira egigendako eno ractis empira nagigeza. So there are so many things that influence fuel economy, but for you gwe boona ogugolinga ojja kwagala. There is someone that we bought a car with nangamba ate moroka eno ne mugana etogenda jijja mu kisinga awo ekoze bulungi. Actually I told him I'm surprised it's even giving you that. It should do worse, but the fact that it's giving you that one guma moroka yenywa bulungi. And normally me I tell people mbagamba kati someone was calling me to abula na ekikumi they were selling it athampa ku magezi imoroka yezikiza bakoze mu kimiro ne mugamba ekimiro ekyo emoroka yonkadde 10 nkadde ebimiro babikola nego oba owuliranga makanika abikola tabitegira gula ekimiro ekirabo kinaba gye ekiri nebe emiro basettinga bisetting tebiringa byaffe babiviti nti kifa and you have to buy another one. The other things that we want to think matter to us as we are buying a car, but they actually don't matter. Luxury settings. So yesterday, one of the things that failed us from buying a car was because the gentleman wanted the sunroof. He got a sunroof, and the sunroof is the reason we did not get a car. Now, let me make this clear. Some of the things we want them because we want them, we really want them. Nenga, they are rare. Katemoroka ezisinga tezigira mu sunroof. Sunroof is something that comes with cars that have extra specs. Hi Johnson, how is Mbarara? Bobo yagale moroka ina sunroof. Ogenda soko yongide mu budget yo. You're not going to buy a car that has a sunroof and is in good condition at a price that is as normal as the cars that don't have sunroofs or if you treat open roof. It's not important. Some of those things, heated seats. For you guys that have heated seats in your car, how often do you use the heated seats? Parking assist. How often do you use parking assist? Passenger air conditioning. I am sure most of the time you use combined air conditioning over combined climate control. So it's not really that important. The extra lights that come with the car, how often have you found use for these things? How? But when someone is buying, they want to make others believe that but we both know they are not important. The luxury settings are not as important to you as you think. But of course, I know you don't have to listen to me, but I'm telling you they are not important. Eyesight technology. Some people have disabled eyesight intentionally because they are not really that important. Like I bought screens for my kids, but you know the last time they watched on the screens? A long time ago. When they sit, I tell them, boys, relax. You have been at school for the entire day. I need you to sleep. And they will sleep. You get it? So some of these settings are not important. It's like, you know how you're buying a TV? I think I want a smart TV. You can spend a young at a smart TV. So the other thing that doesn't really matter, we talked about engine size. The horsepower does not matter. Nchidamu, horsepower does not matter. Wikipedia horsepower maker. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the car that can move you from home to work and move on the roads effectively. Four-wheel drive does not matter. Smile all-wheel drive does not matter. Smile symmetrical all-wheel drive. It's fancy when you're saying it, but it doesn't really matter. Where do we really need the four-wheel or the all-wheel or the symmetrical all-wheel? We don't. What matters is where you live, the kind of roads you drive on, they should direct. Don't just buy a car because they told you it has features. Those very features are going to cost you money. Ngogenda okugula ekigulu ng'ekigulu kya bay because you bought a symmetrical all-wheel drive car in the guise of eba yakabi. Emmoroka erina four wheel ebeera y'amaanyi. Amaanyi ago gagenda kukostinga. Ekirala, top speed. I saw a broker selling a car mboina top speed 260 kilometers. For what? Like the roads we drive on, the top speed rating is 100 kilometers per hour. And here you are buying a car that has top speed 260 kilometers. Where are you going to drive it? So it's not important. The top speed is not. The other thing that is not really important that I've seen people talk about. And you know, guys, there's a gentleman that continuously sends me jargon. Like, he's one of my very first subscribers here. He normally sends me very well written descriptions of cars. It sits on a Jet 20. It sits on a 560L chassis with aluminium coated plates, which can give you imperative performance. You get it? Me, I don't use jargon because jargon is not important. I know what is important to us. Jargon is not important. Shares the chassis mania because especially for the people that buy used cars, those things don't really matter. If you're buying a used car, what matters is how much do you have, what cars are available, which one is in the best condition possible. That's all that matters to you. I am telling you. The other thing that does not matter, guys, especially when you're buying a used car, is the number plate. Now, more than ever, the number plate does not matter. Why? You can buy a car this month, and next month you have a digital number plate, and your car will be new. The traders have started putting digital number plates on cars, and they are selling them expensively. Surprise. Just by putting a digital number plate, in value. Why? Because mumagala number plate. What other thing is not important is the 0 to 60 kilometers in how many seconds. I've seen those things. You watch Top Gear, they say this car is very powerful. It goes from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. It doesn't matter. Like here where I'm driving. Where in Uganda, why when would it matter? Like, for example, the guys that are doing the TT drag racing that is going to happen, I think between 13 and 15. You're going to be competing with Arthur's Toyota Starlet that was switched from automatic to manual. It was modified, tuned. And you're bringing a car that has been proven to go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. In 1 second. And you think because yours has been documented to do it, it's the most, it does not matter. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. The 0 to 60 rating does not matter. It will not matter in Uganda here. The moment you buy cars that kind of give you a special feel, you're going to make mistakes. The way the Letra Jiv made a mistake. Because your car can go 260 kilometers per hour, you want to actually test it. That's how you're going to knock people down. That's how you're going to die. Trying to test something that was not meant to be tested in Uganda. Some of those performance cars are meant to go on the race tracks only. Those are bricks. The other things that do not matter. The number of cylinders are, this is a V8. Gives you 8 cylinder. Gives you 360 horsepower. 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. Hey. The number of cylinders does not matter, guys. Yes, the number of cylinders will give you extra power, but so will they increase the fuel consumption. So, my brother, number of cylinders don't matter. buy a car that does what you need. Otegera, buy a car that achieves what you need, not what you want. Man, I V8. I have a V12. Like, yes, it's going to ogenda kubo emoroka yo neyo kunyonyorera nona yo. No jirabe yo. No jola V8. The moment you have to explain to people that your car is special, it doesn't really matter. Ontegera, the moment you have to start saying emoroka yange no mujirabe yo ya manyi, it does. It's one of a kind. Yes, Fengaba Arthur will come and review the car, but at the end of it all, you're going to park it and go sleep in your bed. Just like Arthur, who is driving a Toyota Ractis 1.5 liter 1NZ that gives him 115 horsepower. And when we are driving on the Entebbe Express, we are all required to do 100 kilometers per hour. When we are driving in Kampala CBD, whether you have a 400 horsepower vehicle or me was a 98 horsepower vehicle, we all have to do 30 kilometers per hour. Leave it, like it or not. The other thing that does not matter is the brand popularity. Popularity of the car you're buying doesn't matter. Nze nagenda mu bondi nga ngenze kuzaawo kavitisi kankalike navuga olunaku olumu temwaka nabana ku broadcast. I think because I bought it on a Friday evening ne bakangulako ku Saturday before the broadcast. So you guys never saw it. Nakagula Friday saa 10 nejo by sawa mwenda the next day oli yali akasasudde kati nga nzizeyo mu bondi. I think that day I didn't even do the evening broadcast, but it was a Saturday and I had a meeting. And I was late for the meeting. And when again I'm bondi, ngendo okugatagata memoroka ezili awo je nali nsobola okugula. Nga nsobola okugula Ractis. Engula Ractis nengenda ne yagala. It's a car after all. So guys, the brand popularity doesn't matter. The only reason you should buy a car should not be because the car is popular. You should only buy a car because you like it or because it does what you want. The design of the car might not ever matter. You sit in the car. Yes, outside it looks good, but you sit in the car. Like what matters when you sit in the car would be the driving experience and the comfort. As long as that works for you, the design of the car doesn't really matter. Of course, aerodynamics have a role to play in how your car performs and the kind of economy it gives you and stuff like that. Is the infotainment. You know how they say, it has a 50-inch or a 20-inch. It has a 10-inch Android LED display. It cuts across. All those things don't matter. The only reason people buy Teslas is because they can afford them and because Teslas maybe are popular in their country. You don't go buying a car because they LED display, infotainment, cutting across never passenger boy. They get a bit of the entertainment while you cross no cascade. Those things don't matter. They don't. Can't I realize now? Can I be more in the past 1 week? Nga these Android radios infu amapesa tekakola uli mu radio for wokunyola tebwafanga. But I've seen those cars die. Kati sawa ya kunduka bachaliba sawa chempisawo chengendo kola kwe kusoma ku comment zamwe basibula ati tulabagane ncha mukosu ncha random katoka atona kulencha kiba kibozi tebya bibuzo no right tebya bibuzo no right kiba kibozi naye kati kansome comment zamwe ngende nzimbe bulamu bwa kiseera nti kitegeeza nti tuleme kudduka ngenda kudduka kiba kibe. So you guys get what I'm saying? Right. Mbasi Buroro. It's over Ivan Chamba de Hannington. Nze 4-wheel drive is a necessity. Bush car that's 4-wheel drive or jetaga.
Anti-fair farm mucharo eruwero we need a four-wheel drive. Going in songa, you're not buying it simply because you can buy it or because you can afford it. A very good morning, Arthur. This is Gerard, and I have fallen in love with your educative content. Please, I need knowledge. More X, X, F, and G. But guys, the trim levels, especially if you're buying a used car, don't matter. You're going to you're going to buy what is available. You're not going to say Yagara Primo XG. Hey, it might never matter. Aha, ata ku TikTok kuliko guy ayogera oluzungu mwana nanji emotoka Remax Autos. Hey, ebyo byonna just bya kunyumisa mbozi tebina makulu. Didn't the police hold the assume when it's fake news, but they are struggling even when they don't hold it. The system is making them struggle. Does a car with keyless entry need alarm system? Yes. When the people come to steal the side mirrors, your remote is not going to matter. So me, I have my car is a keyless entry, but I have an alarm. Ku alarm ya kukanga babbi bwakona kati alarm nekuba nadduka alarm gwe mulimu gwayo. How much do spark plugs for espacio? Kazoba ogenda zigula emitwalo nga 7 mu Toyota, genda mu Toyota yennyini. Yo yingini yeri mu Corolla yange emitwalo giringa mukaga kanana mukaga kakaaga. But the guys that have the one NZ, the one that is in my practice, is somewhere za mitwalo nga 38. That's a difference, guys. Kamba sibling enenzi, okay. Thank you very much, Keith. Abadi Mukamori, I don't take you for granted. Majukiza 30th August, tugenda bera Bat Valley Theatre, tugenda bera mu Love for Cars Convention, tugenda bera tuli mu kunyumirwa. Come and network, guys. We are also launching cover ya magazine kuliko our car of the year. Let me see if I can hide it. The Love of Cars magazine. We are launching it then. Abagala okulanga magazine ene erimu spaces z'okulanga. Yes, erimu spaces z'okulanga kati nga bw'olaba emabega eno osobola okulangirayo. Osegeera. And there are some interesting things. Tulinamu crossword puzzle. In crossword puzzle nze nagyekoledde nze. Erina 42 words across, erina 37 words down, 37 words down. So ojja kuba ogifiringa in. Erina the word search, ebigambo biri mu ebiri wano. Mubutegedde obuntu obeera mu mawulire. So this is totally a car magazine. And then it has the article that talks about the car of the year. And then we are featuring Posiano Rakataka. Yes. And then we have an article from Engineer Kasirye. And this article talks about why diesel cars are failing in Uganda. And then we have common car nicknames. And then, of course, we have an interesting article on the cars that ladies love to drive. Hey, if you don't want to come for an event, go a ticket at this of name magazine. Yeah, and then obviously we have an article by the chief editor in chief, who is me. Hey, my guys, and you meet double them. Muchimanyi kati ku title zange kuliko director, kuliko content creator, kuliko kati producer, kati I'm editor in chief of the Love of Cars magazine. Guys, if you have a lead on a company that you believe might want to advertise in this magazine, tugenda gaba magazine ezitaka wansi wa 5, physical magazine tugenda gaba mbantu, and then we'll also have digital copy. So omuntu yene yali agadde okulanga in a car that is exclusive for car lovers, ng'omuyina aina business eyo yali agadde kati nga gwe you work in insurance and you believe your insurance company or insurance brokers might actually use this, you can contact me. You work in a bank where you have asset financing, you can actually talk to me. You work at an oil manufacturing plant, oil sales plant and stuff like that, and you believe this could work for you, you can contact me. A car rental company, this could actually work for you. Abatunda emipira, this could work for you. Abatunda spare, this could work for you. Okitegeera. And this is going to be our first issue. Yes, Love of Cars magazine. It has how many pages? Nyingi no, Anyway, guys, kamba sibule. Keith Muyombia, Max, that's David Klaje, VIP, Cambes, VIP, Brigitte, Kakai, Lawrence, Somule, Louis, Ru, Victor, Taula, Stephen, Paul, Sema, Gabantu, Bernard, Micho Selector, Davis Mwezi, Chidrunji, John Mary, Travel Live Vlog, Isaac Ridika, Paul Sema, Muhereza Promise, Jim, Katuwensi, Edison, Victor Bolais, Micho Selector, MK Dental Hub, Lawrence Omule, Lubega Shafiq, Jim, MD Yusuf Minaj, YMS Investment Limited, Henry Ndaula, George Senkubuge, Akiram, Werem Martin, Mr. Commuter, UG, Limo, Sugar, Oyewe Kenya, I think. Thank you. Basic Chris, Michael Uzige, Chris Fitness Tubulwa, Chika Wariki, Jonathan Semuanga, Abali Mukamoli, I don't take you for granted. Asemire Amos, Hussein Munyantwali, Muchunguzi Gerald, Chambari Annington, Isoba Ivan, Joseph Bali Kudembe Kazoba BL, and Mother Manjir Nasare. Arthur, is Harrier different from ordinary Harrier? Yes, it is definitely different. Arthur, can a small engine like a 1.5 go to Mbarara and come back the same day? You people, guys, Kambara na kulecha muranda mkata okazi kangenezi ruke nsobola okubira ngandi healthy, but the guys that have glasses ngo mtu gumanyo kuluma, go change your glasses. Simanyo oba checho bo mtu gunadda, but for now kuva ina chusiza glasses and it forced me to get another pair of glasses. Why? Njagala senga I need to change prescription ngasola glasses and nebazisigaza for some time oba kubeera forced gula glasses next time ngato rumunga sendo jaba tozina. If I go and tell me my prescription has changed, I just leave them the other pair of glasses batika mu lenses nenjira nga nsigala nyina glasses then and stuff like that. Guys, mukama abampiro mukisa mulete mja inspection mula katolite yafunye moroka gulo nemuga njja kwongera esawa zange 3 encha tufune moroka tukiveemu ekyo okitegeera. And sometimes when I'm doing inspection with people, I normally keep quiet. Like yesterday, when natusenga si China cha mugamba njaba nyumza story njimali neto atusenga ayagala namba mpya, ayagala open roof, ayagala moroka enyirira nnyo nga ate budget yaffe ngi moroka ja ayagala okufuna byayagala binatu milioni 45 nenga tulina budget ya milioni yaga. Njaba nyumiza olunaku lwencha katulabo balo tufune moroka. Mukama abampiro mukisa temwira bira 30th August ticket ya mitwali 5 olusasola ngofuna magazi mukama abampero mukisakangenezi luke. Let me hope I have energy today. Because I feel like when I talk ndoza amanyi mugana I'm a little bit energetic katikangenezi luke ndabe oba ne wali mukisawe nganziruka amanyi ganaba mukama abawo mukisa. Ciao.